All right, players are ready. Here we go. All right, 3, 2, 1. It's game time, baby. Connex 5. We are here with map 1 of week 2 of this UTPL tournament. Oh, quick headshot by Flo to kick things off. So early on, a quick 4-1 lead by Red, but of course, this first round of power-up is going to be a big determining factor, and who can get things moving quickly. Let's back up a bit. Let's head over towards the armor area to see how things are stacking up. You got Red fighting around. Looks like they're trying to make the most of their map advantage. You see blue team mostly spawning around that rocket launcher area, but we're going to have a shield belt in about 10 seconds. So somebody's going to have to line up for it. We've got Karante down on it. Red team pushing over by the shock to try to control that area. That's going to be a key control point in this map. But blue team right now in position for that shield belt. They do take it. Seth's got it. He goes down though. Not much health to back it up. So first shield belt gets negated. L3 still up early. Of course, we are playing 15-minute rounds, so anything can happen on this map still. Going to be very important to grab this very first amp and try to establish some control, as both teams still kind of scrambling to establish themselves early on this map. Still only a 3-frag lead for L3, so if blue can get hold of this amp, they could tie it back up in a heartbeat. Karate grabs it. He goes down though. 2-on-1 situation there. Flo's going to pick it up. He has himself a shock rifle to go on a run with. So Flo, after grabbing that amp, not really finding anyone to connect with, so good job by the blue team of avoiding that amp run. It's just as effective as killing him. They actually do take him out with a sniper, but not much time left on it. We do have a shield belt taken. Karate grabbing it this time. And actually, it looked like it was Dion. See him putting in some work here with that link gun, knowing he can charge against that sniper because he has that extra shield, but does get pretty much negated though, so nice sniper shots there. We see him with the chase down, going down to Goo, so a nice kill there by Karante, defending himself. I've only a couple of ticks of life left. So let's take a look and see how teams are playing this. It does look like red team pretty much happy to circle the wagons around this shock rifle area. You see a couple up top, one down low. Blue trying to reorganize and perhaps make another push for this next shield belt. Doesn't look like they're really in position to take amp. It's going to be popping right now. Flo's got it with a little bit of armor and a shock rifle. Could be very dangerous here trying to break this game open a bit. As Reds push it to a 7-frag lead. And on a small map like, oh, this shock ball, long range, doesn't get the combo, but gets the kill anyway. On a map like Rankin, amp runs can be even more important than some of the bigger maps just because of how quickly you can track people down and output so much damage. You see that 3 kills already coming out from that amp run. Up to an 8-frag lead. Oh, eats some more of Karante's goo, so Karante doing work with that bio rifle. Switch over to him for a second. Looks like he's having to recover though, as we see Red just owning the top of the map like they have all game so far. Blue team though has been in position to take some of these shield belts. Looks like they're gonna have a chance to grab another. They will have someone dropping out from up top. Rockets coming down from below. So Scream's gonna have that shield belt. Still 20 seconds to the amp though, so all the power-ups picked up at the moment. Amp up again. Red team has pretty much owned the amp area, leveraging that top area control. Flo with yet another amp. Just grabbing them all. One quick kill. Ooh, does some team damage there. Got to be careful. Does get the double kill off the amp. Oh, the nice slide by Seth Dackham right underneath that sniper rifle. Following up with a flat primary. A chance for Blue to maybe try to tie this one back up. Only down 4. And Flo right back at it, taking his amp back, but decides to eat a balanced breakfast full of his own flat primary. And you see this fight over shield belt. Taken by Scream, so blue team not challenging the amps particularly effectively, but pretty much there for all of the belts. Part of what's keeping them in this game. Only a 2-point lead now for red. Very curious now to find out. Blue's been able to fight their way back into this one without really controlling that up top sniper and shock rifle area. I'm gonna swing by over there and see. Looks like they do have a couple people up top now. Still down 3, but I think that's really it's really what's allowed them to get back in this game after an early deficit. Going with Karate as he patrols that top area, trying to position himself for that next amp. They haven't really had much of a challenge for any of the amps so far. Ooh, brutal missing that third sniper shot to kill him. Did output some damage. There's the amp run by Flo yet again, who's had every single amp in his hands. Good stinger work by Special. He's gonna go down. He's got to be careful himself, though. He's only got 24 health. Might need a teammate near him to pick it up. The 100 armor is going to help a ton. There's another kill. And they tie it right back up at 36. Tion with the 1 HP amp run here. But just about to run out. Nice sniper shot, though, to get full damage out of that. We'll give a quick look at the scoreboard as we are all tied up here. Back and forth we go. You can see the story right there from the scoreboard, though. Pretty much, shield belt going to blue and amp going to red is the story of it at the moment. Some would argue that that's a better way to play it, since you can obviously drop the amp, and you can't drop shield belt. So, depending on the scenario, some would say that you might be better off securing shield belt and then just trying to retake amp by killing them. That's subjective call, honestly, because red team has had some really good runs with the amp. That's what gave them an early lead. Blue has been kind of grinding their way back into it. And you can see they've also been able to take control of this top area. It took them a few minutes to really get into that rhythm as we pass the halfway point here. And now that they've got some snipers and some shock rifles to run around with, and that's actually the first amp they picked up off the stand. Everyone going down with it, just an absolute mess. More goo coming in, combos coming in. Flo might be the first person to actually do anything with the amp here. Unless I jinx him. He did get some shots off, though, so that's a start. And there's that first kill from the amp run here, as blue taking the lead again. Not really able to pull away, though, so at this point they're pretty much just trading back and forth. The last couple minutes have been dead even between these two teams. Screams was able to grab that last shield belt. Let's follow him. Using that shield belt to tank that damage and just dive at him with the link gun. You'll see it a lot of times on the back side of this map. People tend to spawn over by that rocket launcher area. So if you run around that area with a stinger or a link gun, playing that kind of sweeper role, you can sometimes get a lot of really easy kills. We see him doing just that right here. And just like that, look at that, a 7-point lead as SOW in the last couple minutes has stretched this one out. Let's take a look at the amp area. Flo already in position. He's been dominating these amp runs, but blue has been fighting back the last couple. That's really helped them take the lead in this one. See the spawn and the grab. Flo, though, taking some damage early on. They've been able to neutralize in the last couple amp runs. Gets the kill there. Back within 7, so red team needs to start making the most of these runs. I think part of the problem is you see them going on these amp runs, and they're finally getting the kill there. And running right into the teeth of the blue team, and then going down and giving the amp right back to them. So Flo pretty much taking that entire amp run, a couple of kills off it. Red's back within 5. Oh, the headshot coming around the corner by Special. Another kill by Special, just going nuts right now. Ooh, the double Enforcer, so scary to run up against. Finally pulls out the Stinger and finishes him off. Smart move there. You saw him ducking behind the pillar to get that weapon switch going. And a killing spree there. Special doing what he can to maintain this lead. Blue still only up by 5. Neither team really able to stretch a lead out much so far. They've been back and forth. Red team was up by as much as, I think, 7. Blue came storming back. Blue was up by about the same amount for a bit. Ooh, the double kill there, grabbing the amp, but then going down. That's going to get passed over to Flo, who somehow just managed to find himself on the amp at all times. Another shock rifle kill, so Flo definitely been the most effective with the amp overall this game, but still a 3 frag lead for the blue team. He's got a chance here with a couple of weak players. Oh, he can't land the shot. Oh, he's gonna go down. You gotta be careful of that Enforcer. And that's what we talked about, that area over by the rockets. So many spawners over there. Can get a lot of damage in with a link gun or a stinger, but they can also turn the tides on you. If you've got 2 or 3 Enforcers shooting at you, you can go down quickly. Alpha going down, or excuse me, Scream's going down. Alpha actually with a multi-kill there, it looks like, with 2 health. That said, Blue coming storming right back, pulling ahead by 9 again. If we get one more kill, we could see the first double-digit lead of this match by either team. Amp spawning right now for the first time this match. Nobody waiting on Amp as it spawns. Special's gonna pick it up. Doesn't have any real weapons, so dropping him a sniper rifle behind him. There he goes. Ooh, he's gotta be careful behind him. Alpha wisely takes him out. Karate picks it up. He goes down. Flo's gonna have that amp yet again. How many times have we seen that amp get dropped and Flo is just waiting on it? Peeking around that corner, there's a double kill. Almost ate a flak ball there, but at this point, with only 2.5 minutes to go, Red team can't afford to be careful. Still down by 7. They've got to make something happen in the next couple minutes. All right, shield bell popping in 10 seconds. Let's get over there in time to see who sets up for it. You do have Blue dropping down from up top. See Red challenging with the link gun. It does get grabbed though by Screams. Let's follow him and see if he goes on any kind of run with it. Get 1 kill there. He's got a spawner behind him. Up by 8 now with under 2 minutes to go. Red team's got to be extra aggressive here. They need to get this next amp. This is going to be so crucial if they have any chance to come back in this one. Rankin is such a small map that 7 frags can actually happen rather quickly. Oh, we gotta watch the trailing goo. Coming from behind, Flo getting shot. Does get the kill though to protect himself. And more importantly, pull within 6. This is such a crucial amp run right here. Dion picks it up, has a shock rifle. They have to find the spawners and they have to hit their shots. So 7-point deficit right now. Dion just on the hunt, looking for someone to take a shot at. Karate running away from him. Special goes down. Pulling within 5, a minute to go. Pulling within 4, so Red team on a tear right now. Blue team has to reorganize, regroup. They did manage to use that timing to pick up that shield belt. That'll help. They're down by 3. There's another kill. Dion in a killing spree, only down by 2. 1-point game with 43 seconds to go. And he's got a spawner right in front of him. We could see the tie and kill right here. Gotta be careful though, only 46 health. He could go down himself. Oh, he needs 1 more shot. There it is. Still down by 1. You see them trying to push that top area. And they're just trading kills right now. 23 seconds left to go. Special's being chased in the back. He goes down. Tie game with 20 seconds to go. Blue team trying to regroup and get that 1 kill to go back on top. Dion's chasing Screams around the right side. Everyone's sort of trying to regroup and trying to get back together. Red team takes the lead with 8 seconds to go. Who's in the best position? We'll follow Seth. He's down up top. They do tie it up. Scream's able to tie it up with 1 second to go. We're going to see a 2-minute overtime now with that clutch kill by Screams. And now who's going to have the timing of all this? Remember, the clock management does change a little bit in overtime. You have Flo here with the amp. There's a kill right there. Red now up by 2. Eats some rockets, though. That was a big kill there. Now Special's going to have it in his hands. Blue back up by 2, turning the tide immediately, basically wiping the red team now. And red team, they have to regroup now. Everyone died, so nobody's got any weapons. It's 100 to 101. Double kill right there to take the lead again. A multi-kill by Special. Clutch amp run here to go up by 1 with a minute and a half to go. There's another kill by Special on an absolute tear. Still only up by 3. We've seen how quickly things can turn on this map. It's such a tiny map. Spawners are so vulnerable. One minute remains. Red has to be careful. They have a couple weak players. Down by 2, though. They have to make a run here. Let's go on board with Dion, who's in good position with the sniper rifle and health. You see him hitting one shot. Trying to double team that spawner. Looks like they killed each other, though, so still a 3-frag lead for Blue. Red's got to be aggressive right now. They just have to chase down Blue. There's 1 kill, only down by 2. A double kill, only down by 1. They can get 1 more shot off. Back to a 2-frag lead. And Red, unfortunately, look at how low their health is. It can only be so aggressive. You see Screams chasing him down. Smart move. Saw a fresh player with the Enforcer out. There's a 5-frag lead for Blue, and that may be all it takes. Up by 6 now. Extending that lead. 5 frags in 15 seconds is going to be real hard to do. Tron's trying to find somebody to take shots at, but meanwhile, we do have Amp in play with a 6-frag lead with 2 seconds to go. It looks like Blue's going to come out on top in the first match of the day here. So check out that amp time. More than double the amp time for red team. We saw that Flo doing a ton of damage with that damage amp. And Blue with 13-3 shield belt lead, though. And maybe more importantly, didn't catch it at the time, but look at Special owning that 100 armor. I didn't notice that as we were watching the game. We don't see a total number of armor grabs in this game for armor damage in this game. We can see the number of grabs. Blue team actually did less damage than red by something like 2,000 that game, but able to come back after being down, I think 7 or 9, swung that game right back around on the backs of all those shield belt grabs. Back and forth, push it into overtime. An exciting finish for the first map of the day, y'all. Shout out to the players for giving us a show early on. And now we're going to see map 2, of course, is Deck. So from a 2K4 remake to a UT99 remake, actually I guess an Unreal Gold remake. We're kicking it old school this morning, y'all. Yeah, 19 100 armors. I think that's the most 100 armors I've ever seen one player get in a 4-on-4. That's pretty intense. It's one thing for one team to control them, but for one player to dominate it that much. Especially given that they didn't really control this sniper and shock area for at least for the first few minutes of the game. They kind of struggled to get control of that area, but they were still controlling the 100 armor. Maybe just got on top of the timing of it. And that's really what allowed them to separate themselves towards the end. Alright, looks like Seth Dackham out. Gonna get a sub in here for blue. We did have a sub for red too, it looks like. Yeah, it looks like Prism came in. I didn't see who he replaced. Looks like Alpha out. Yeah, Alpha out, Prism in, and Memphis showing up, taking Seth Dackham's place, so trading one streamer for another. You can head over to UTProLeague.com if you want to take a look at the brackets. It's basically a post for today. We'll take a look in between after this map, basically. Well, Flo's putting on a show in warm-up mode here, but looks like we've got everybody in the game, so hopefully we'll be getting started here shortly. Looks like we got some folks joining the stream. Welcome, welcome. Just to catch you up, we did just see an extremely close game. Actually went into overtime on Rankin, so these two teams very evenly matched. Very curious to find out what happens on deck. We saw L3 jump out to an early lead, controlling that shock and sniper area, classic sort of strategy on Rankin. A couple of big amp runs early on. SOW, though, was able to play the opposite side of the map, holding largely that Stinger, Link, and Rocket Launcher area, and then occasionally pushing across the sniper. But they managed to absolutely dominate the shield belt and the 100 armor areas. Use those to their advantage. They ended up coming back. They had about a 7-9 frag deficit a few minutes into the game. Turned that around, tied it up. We were back and forth for the longest time. They took a little bit of lead. L3 came storming back on a huge amp run to end the game. Or excuse me, to end regulation, to head over into overtime. And SOW swung that pendulum right back at him. So an exciting close game on Rankin, and we're going to see what happens here on deck. Players are ready. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. It's game time, baby. Kinex 5 here on deck. This is map 2 of this UTPL Week 2 matchup. We just saw an overtime match on Rankin, so these two teams extremely evenly matched. We'll see what they give us here on deck. Looks like early on, we have Dion up top, trying to lay some sniper down range, but only one person for red up top. You have 3 people staring him down in the face. And you can see blue definitely wanted to line up top. Classic strategy on deck. Quick lead up front by L3. We did see that early on in Rankin, so it doesn't necessarily Meaning, this is another small map to where swings can go back and forth very quickly, because the spawners are always going to be vulnerable. So you're really going to see a ebb and flow to this match. You're going to see teams going on runs back and forth. You see again, back 7-5. First shield belt does go to Karante, so blue team continuing their dominance of the shield belt in this matchup. Very, very curious to find out who takes this first amp, though. Red team can maybe give themselves some space. Blue can come storming back. Only a 2-frag lead now for the red team. With 10 seconds to go, though, it's going to see who tries to jockey for position. Looks like Blue's got the players around that shock area to lock them out. Ooh, a goo kill by Dion, though. Disrupting things, and Flo able to jump in there and steal that amp. We saw that all game in Rankin. No matter who took the amp, somehow Flo just managed to end up with it. Ooh, gotta be careful. Down to 5 health. Doesn't want to cough it up to the other team. Does have teammates around him, though, so if he drops it, not the end of the world. You see him going down to that sniper rifle, though, in mid. Dangerous place to drop that. Special's gonna pick it up. He goes down. Still a few seconds left on that amp, but Dion killing his teammate and Karante, so... An explosive last couple minutes there for Dion. Screams with the nice timing of that shield belt. Doing a little bit of damage with it. Looks like he's going to try to take control. Oh, the Prism coming around. Smacking him right down with that flat cannon, so... No real strong control taken of the pit there. And still only a 2-frag lead for red. I'm going to back up a little bit and give you an overall view. Kind of surprised to see neither team really controlling the top area. Let's see who gets in position for this amp, though. You have Special up top. Screams down low. Up to a 4-frag lead now, 5-frag lead for the red team. The blue is in position for this amp. Special's gonna grab it and see if he can, close the deficit. He gets sniped down by Flo. And once again, Flo just, again, ends up with this amp. He's just an amp magnet. Ooh, we saw a self-kill there by Dion, but Flo in a killing spree with that amp. Trying to extend this lead back up to 6 right now, but we saw them up by even more than that on Rankin. Still plenty of time left. You see the wall dodges back and forth by Flo, like a pinball, just bouncing in his face, exploding him with that combo. And up to an 8-frag lead. This is the biggest lead we've seen by either team so far this map. Let's head over to that shield belt and see who's going to grab it. And we saw Special grabbing a ton of 100 armors last round, but nobody really able to dominate the shield belt individually. SOW was all over it last map, though, and they seem to be all over it this one, too. You see Special grabbing that one, going to go back up top. Seems to be the primary player that blue is putting up top. We do see this extended to a double-digit lead, though. I don't think we've seen a double-digit lead so far in this match until now, so L3... Red team doing a good job of converting those amps into points. Right as I say that, though, Special able to grab that. He still has shield belt, so this is his chance to do some big time damage and try to come back in this one. It's a big sniper shot around the corner. Only a 7-frag lead now. You see Prism with the cat and mouse game, daring him to come around that corner and eat his flak. Ooh, more damage. So Prism defending himself nicely there, going up against Amp Sniper Rifle, making the most of the weapon he has available. A smart play there. Still an 8-frag lead for the blue, or excuse me, 8-frag lead for red team. We're just about a third of the way through this map, so L3 in good position, but gonna need to keep control of the map. Looks like they're finally putting someone up top. Flo is up top, trying to take shots down. He does have some link, though, as Screams is trying to knock him off, and Karate both chasing him down. He does go down, not wanting them to have anybody up top for any amount of time. Ooh, Enforcer shots coming out. Flo able to defend himself. take back that top area. But we haven't seen either team place anyone up there for an extended period of time. Special's probably been the one that we've seen up there the most. We have 10 seconds until both power-ups spawn. That top area going to be extremely important, especially in the next few seconds. Special looks like he's ready to drop down to one of the two. Looks like he's going to go for the amp. He goes down immediately, though. That's dropped right on that box. Flow, once again, able to pick that one up. Still nobody grabbing the shield belt, so kind of curious. Looks like both teams lost track of it. Of course, shield belt's so open in the middle of this map. Either team will be able to grab it at any moment if they can find it, but nobody controlling the belts and the shield belt area. Kind of surprising. We do see that grab by Karate. He's also going to have shield belts in his pocket. Excuse me, jump boots in his pocket, but only dual enforces to back it up. Ooh, almost a mid-air rocket by Karate, but instead Tron going to ping him down. And up to an 11 frag lead now, so biggest deficit of the match so far for SOW. Ooh, almost eating some goo. See Prism shooting himself with flak ball. Laughing about it, we've all been there though. Oh, Karate going for a swim in the jello. Got to be careful. He does have the boots though, so he's able to grab that shield belt. Dion grabs the amp with a couple quick kills. Here's a good chance for Red to extend that lead. They're already up 14 points. And controlling the map right now, they can really churn these spawns. Try to track them down, chase them down. Don't let them get built back up, and really extend this lead. And over the next couple minutes, if they can turn this map control into 10 or 15 kills, they can really put this map away. See them calling out those spawns and chasing them down, up to a 17-point lead. Shield belt's gonna be up. We've seen the last couple kind of be a little bit chaotic with nobody necessarily timing it super closely. There, it looks like Prism ended up taking that. So red team back on top of it. We do have amp spawning in about 15 seconds. Let's give you a view of that to see the positioning for that. Looks like blue's actually all around it. Got two up top, one below. Flow's gonna be pushing up there. We've seen him be all over amp on both maps. And L3 now making a push, pushing them off the top. They are going to have to deal with Screams and Special down low with that shock rifle area. Karate's going to grab this amp. Oh, a nice falling headshot. Taking out Dion with that double damage. And up to a 24 frag lead now, so if SOW wants any chance of coming back in this one, they're going to need to make a big play in the next couple minutes. You pretty much look at 4 to 5 frags per minute now that they need to make up, so can't afford to play this one cautiously. Karate picking up that other shield belt, so we do see some control of the map happening. Ooh, nice sniper shots by Tron though to defend himself. Belt and amp will respawn at exactly the same time. Do have a little bit of time for that though. Get a quick look at the scoreboard to get an idea of what's gotten us to this point. And again, SOW all over the shield belts. And not unlike last game, on the other side, we see double the amp time by L3, but this time they're converting those amps into more points. And the 100 armors also going to L3 makes a big difference. We saw SOW dominating both armors on Rankin, and also doing a good job of neutralizing those amps. It's even harder to avoid the amp runner on deck than it is on Rankin. Two of the smaller TDM maps we'll be seeing in this season. All right, amp up. Be one of the last amps of this map, so Blue team does pick it up if they want any chance of coming back in this one. They need to make a big run right here. And oh, Tron neutralizing him with that shock rifle. Tron's going to go on a little bit of a run of his own. Puts out some damage on Screams. Almost up to a square 30-point lead now. There it is, 30 points. And I think that's going to pretty much do it in this one. We were back and forth for the first few minutes of this match, and then once L3 solidified control of it, they really ran away with it. Though SOW, again, controlling the map pretty well as far as the power-ups are concerned, but only really stacking up that shield belt. Looks like L3 has had pretty solid control over the pit area as well. Those 100 armor spawning so common. Ooh, Tron with some fancy footwork there does fall into the goo for just a little bit of damage. Better than eating a full combo though. You see Prism grab that shield belt. We do have another amp spawning soon. Though it might be just a little bit too little too late for the blue team. So they're going to be running out of time on this one. Dion grabbing that. So red team again all over these amps. At this point, you don't even necessarily need to do much with an amp. With a 30-point lead, pretty much just keeping it out of the other team's hand is one more step towards victory. Oh, the combo snipe. So much damage coming out there. All right, under the 2-minute mark. Red team, L3 running away with this second map after SOW actually getting out damaged by L3 in map 1 on Rankin. Managed to flip their armor control into a victory in overtime. This one, all L3, so they're gonna trade points here. Remember, it's every match is gonna be 2 games of TDM 4-on-4. Each one of those is gonna be 1 point. They're gonna have a best of 3 2-on-2 TDM. That's going to be another point, and then best of 3 duels, 2 of them, those are going to be the other 2 points, so a maximum of 5 points per matchup here. Not really surprising. Flo, again, having that amp in his hands, going on a bit of a killing spree here. There we go, the actual official spree. I don't know if that was quite a multi-kill, but pretty close. Putting out tons of damage there, and this is going to be a big last couple minutes as L3 just extending this lead. And again, these teams are going to play. This match is just getting started. So anytime you can go from the 4-on-4 to the 2v2 with a bit of an advantage like this, the mental games, oh, nice headshot by Flo, come into play. Like, even if you lose this map, you've got a big match left ahead of you, up to, you know, 3 2v2 maps to play for TDM. So you definitely want to get some momentum going. Perhaps get yourself mentally ready. I don't know exactly who's going to be playing from this match in the 2v2, but we'll find out shortly. Take a look at the scoreboard here, though. Again, red running away with this one in the second half. After an extremely close 4-on-4 ranking game. Deck all L3, so they split points there. And share opinions on the map. All right, obviously we have all the players around, so it shouldn't be too long until we get this 2v2 TDM hub up and started. I guess we can take this opportunity to take a look at the bracket page. So yeah, it looks like the 2v2 will be L3 with Flo and Quark. SOW's got Memphis, Karante, and Special on that roster. And they sort of choose whoever they need to get into that one. Looks like Solo, Deck, and Rankin will be our 2v2 maps here. It's kind of interesting to see that these two teams ended up with Deck and Rankin again in 2v2 after eliminating the other options. It's sad. It looks like the 4v4 TDM hub that they had up, the instance they had up, got voted over to Goose. I personally love Goose, so I'm hoping to see someone pick it in this season. If nothing else, it is the easiest map in the game to get air rockets on. All right, 2v2 TDM instance is up. I believe it was Solo, Deck, and Rankin, right? I guess it doesn't matter if they want to play Deck first and then Solo. It is going to be best of 3 either way. So Special and Memphis we definitely saw playing in the 4v4. Flo obviously with those epic amp runs for L3. Quark though, first matches here today. Yeah, I'm definitely hearing sound out of both speakers, so certainly let me know if there is something weird happening. All right, players all ready. We go 3, 2, 1. And it's game time, baby. Kinex 5. We're here with our 2v2 portion of this match. UTPL Season 2. Excuse me, Season 1, Week 2. Ooh, L3 versus SOW. We just saw them play 4v4 on deck. L3 ended up running away with it. However, SOW able to split maps with them taking the first map ranking. And up to an early lead right now. Do have to be careful though, as Flo is up top with that sniper rifle. There's a nice kill hunting him down in the pit. In the 4v4 matches, SOW was dominating the shield belt areas, but especially on deck, L3 was able to make great use of the amps and controlling that pit area to get all of those 100 armors. Really what allowed them to run away with that one. SOW's win on ranking mostly came on the backs of, like I say, the shield belt control, but also following that up with a huge number of 100 armors. L3 actually out damaging SOW on ranking, but still losing despite the 2,000 damage. Ooh, leading a close range headshot there by Flo's pretty much on fire to start this match. So they take a 4-frag lead, and of course I jinx him and immediately goes down. But still a 4-frag lead by L3. They're in good position to get this amp, try to extend it. Does take some damage though, jumping onto it just a bit early. Special making him pay a little bit, but finishing shot there to get the kill. Has to decide now to help his teammate or turn around. Looks like he's going to help his teammate neutralize that kill. Ooh, takes a shot. Just barely surviving. Remember, unique thing about deck, 2 sniper rifles, 2 shock rifles, so especially in a 2v2, it's very difficult to control the whole map. Oh, and he goes down, diving into the goo. Armor's not going to help you there. Thought he had boots, didn't jump, or maybe jumped a little late, but we do see Flo able to rebound, grabs that shield belt, but then goes down immediately. So SOW all of a sudden doing a great job punishing Red for their mistakes, trying to come back into this one. Only down 2. A couple of minutes into this map. Pulling back within 1, so only 8 health for Memphis, but if he can get out of that pit, he'll be looking all right. Oh, cannot defend himself against that link gun chase down. We do have 6 seconds until that should be the 100 armor spawns down here in the pit, and nobody waiting on it. So interesting move. Looks like, oh, the stomp up from up above by Special, able to grab that, steal it away from him. So a big 100 armor grab there, coming through the teleport with the boots. He actually did a little bit of damage by landing on his head there as well. See the dual shock versus shock over the deck area. Special dives down, gets that kill, allowing him to stay alive and grab both power-ups. That's a big turnaround there by Special. Now he needs to convert this into some points to try to take back control of this game. Only down 3. So every pickup in the map, the belt, the amp, and the 100 armor just went to the blue team. Completely flipping map control in the last 30 seconds. Special's got to be careful running. Ooh, chasing him down into the goo, but running around that corner into 2 enforcers would have been a scary proposition with only 38 health. Backs up, takes his time, catches him in a one-on-one situation. Hitting shot after shot now, pulling back within 1. We do have 5 seconds. Ooh, 5 seconds till the shield belt. Red still up by 2, but both teams are going to have a chance to take it, so it's going to be a fight over it up top. Oh, knocks him down into the goo. Special getting knocked into that slime pit last second. Good job using that shock rifle primary knockback. So turning it right back around. Now we see a 4-frag lead by the red team. To comes storming back with control of everything now. This next amp's going to be extremely important to see who can establish themselves. Remember, SOW took all of the power-ups last round. This time, L3 has taken both armors. It's only a 2-frag lead, but can they turn that into an amp run and maybe extend it? Oh, it looks like they missed the jump. Memphis is now going to have a chance to get up top there, and he grabs the amp. Oh, Quirk. You see the patience there, though. Hiding from the amp runner there, just staying behind cover, trying to let the time run out. Shock on shock there. You see that a lot in this map again. 2 shock rifles. Pretty much impossible to deny the other team access to at least one of them. Special's grabbing that shield belt, gonna go on a run with it. Almost eats a combo there. Back and forth the damage going. Nobody able to pull out a kill, but nothing really spawning anytime soon, so it looks like they're going to be on the hunt. SOW is back within 1 frag as we're about a third of the way into this one. Tying it back up now with that fight in the pit. This is Blue's chance to take the first lead. There we go. 17-16, and Blue has come all the way back into this one. We are almost halfway through this one and back to square one. A 1 frag lead for Blue team. They do have some low health running around here though, so if L3 can get a couple of shots off, they'll be able to tie this one back up quickly. But oh, air rocket coming out, dove right into that one. And that's gonna also earn Flo and Amp with a chance to get back into this game. Only down 2, but control has just been flipping back and forth between these two teams. Oh, there's a party in the bio room. Flo finally catches up to them, but has to run away through the low health, and Amp running out. He's going to have a chance to get another kill off a spawner in the pit. Rockets raining down on top of him, though. Ooh, looks like a missed grab with 100 by Memphis. He has to go back down, misses the 100 armor, eats some rockets, and allows Flo to pick that one up. That's a big turnaround right there. Oh, and then Flo returning the favor by diving right back into the pit. We've seen a few people doing that already this game. In such a close match, it's kind of interesting to see, because if it ends up being a 1 or 2 frag game, remember those times that people died in the pit, that can be the determining factor. Special did grab that shield belt. Let's take a quick look at the scoreboard as we've got a little bit of time until the amp spawns. Much more even power-up distribution this game compared to the 4v4s. Ooh, everybody fighting over that amp. Memphis comes away with it, has a little bit of health. Maybe do some damage, but I think he's just going to back up. Perhaps try to get over to the sniper rifle. Flo spawned over there, so he's going to try to chase him down with Link, but has to be careful. And there's that amp Link done, just melting him down. Oh, a nice concentration there by Memphis. That falling and rising shot, tracking him with that shock rifle. He may have gone down if he didn't hit that one, so clutch shot there to stay alive and keep that amp in his possession. And SOW now, up to a 6 frag lead. I think this is the biggest lead they've had this map so far. Pushing it to 7, past the halfway point now. If they can go on another run in the next couple minutes, they may put this one out of reach. Oh, just dodging some rockets there. So Amp's going to be spawning any second. We will have a shield belt spawning right afterwards, so... Oh, the shot from behind, Special, completely ambushing the red team. They were in position to grab that Amp. He comes around from behind with a shock rifle, knocks him off it, and takes it for himself. Going to be on the run a little bit, but both power-ups there... Well, 2 of the power-ups are going to blue. Shield belt's actually up right now. Either team can jump down to it. Oh, they missed it. Both players on red. Both red players missed it, / knocked off of that belt. Both of them go down. That's a huge turnaround right there. That was a big opportunity for them to grab a key power-up. Instead, they go down, lose two points, lose a third there off the spawns. And if SOW finishes this one off, that's one of those key moments you can look back at that could have flipped this one around. Special now on a killing spree off the backs of those power-ups. Finally goes down, so again, red not out of this one, not by a long shot. Only a 9 frag lead, still about a third of the map remaining, but that was a big last couple minutes there by SOW extending this lead. Double-digit lead. Going into the final 4 minutes. Belt will spawn. We've seen some trouble by either team really controlling this shield belt, though. Memphis with a clean grab. Haven't seen a lot of clean grabs of the shield belt, so let's see if we can do anything with it. We do have Amp spawning. Actually, any second. Let's get over there. And Special, who seems to have been in position for Amp more often in the second half of this match. He's going to get a clean grab of that. Takes a little bit of damage, actually, but only from an Enforcer. He may have to back up and grab some health packs, though. Up by 11 points. The last thing you want to do is cough up that Amp right back to the other team and allow them to go on a run. Ooh, big double damage sniper coming out, 2 kills, and they're going to have a chance to chase down some spawners as well. So no damage off the spawns, but extending that map control and the lead up to 14 points now. And this is what SOW needed to do. And Flo able to grab that shield belt, but diving right back into the pit, taking tons of damage from Special, who was just waiting for him. That's good communication from his teammate, knowing what was happening. Special now looking like he's settled into a groove on this map. You can see him with a 28 and 18 efficiency. In fact, if you look at the numbers there, Special alone has almost outdamaged the red team this map. He's gone absolutely nuts the second half of this game, getting tons of amps. It's the 5th amp he's grabbed off the pickup. There's his killing spree with that amp and the 100 armor. Now Memphis on a killing spree as well, so blue team right now really putting this one out of reach. A minute and a half to go, a little under 2 minutes, and a 15 frag lead. Don't see L3 doubling their frag count in the next couple minutes, so a nice wall running back and forth, the evasive maneuvers up that lift, but Flo not able. Oh no, Flo actually does in that spree. Okay, I thought he was going to go down to that link. Nice enforcer work in the movement by Flo. But again, we'll take a quick peek at the scoreboard. Amp, all SOW. And actually, you can see that they had pretty much even pickups other than the amp leading into about the second half of the map. But ever since then, SOW has dominated the armors, really just making the most of those amp runs. And you can see Special with 120 seconds of amp time. So he's got more than double the amp time of L3 combined. Amp is up, and again, special right on top of it, and the shield belt. Nice combo to primary follow up with that amp. And another kill. Special just showing off at this point. And remember, this is a best of 3 2v2. Whoever wins that best of 3 gets that point in the match, so no reason to let up off the gas, because again, you do have to win one more map in order to get that point. So map 1 back and forth for a while, and SOW really pulling away in the second half of that one. I believe map 2 will be solo. We'll see what they can bring us on that one here in a second. So I'm gonna presume SOW not gonna make a substitution here, probably. Oh, they are making a substitution. Okay. So Karante coming in for this 2v2 second map. Mikey, it might be a little too early for the cat. Still only 8:30 in the morning here, so he might be out catching breakfast. Or perhaps sleeping outside while it's nice and cool. So an interesting move by SOW. They dominated that first map after back and forth in the first half. And making a personnel change now, perhaps just a matter of comfort level in the map. This is more of a duel map, so certainly for someone who's mostly playing TDM, you may not be playing solo as much as someone who duels. Kazan, I'm pretty sure the 2K4 soundtrack is online. I've never tried using it. I don't know if it would get copyright claimed. I actually have no idea who owns the rights to the various soundtracks. All right, players are ready. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. It's game time, baby. Connex 5. We're here with map 2 of this 2v2 section of this match. And a quick first kill off the spawn with just the Enforcer Flow showing off them pistol skills. He's got another duel here. Oh, goes down, though. Special showing off his own dueling skills. So the gunslingers trade blows early on. Only 1-to-1 so far. Gonna have some armor spawning here. A little bit of posturing. You see the flat cannon on top trying to keep him off. It does take some damage. Not after grabbing that armor. So important. So SOW with a bit of an armor advantage early on. Oh, you see that sneaky moves by Karate. Getting behind him with that flat cannon. So tying it right back up 2-2. 10 seconds to the shield belt. Ooh, Karate missing that jump could put him a little bit out of the play. Oh, Quarker's so weak right now. He's still going to go up there. No, he's actually going to leave it for Flo. So Flo gets that shield belt. Quark does go down, but smart move. Passing it to a player who has more health can actually make use of it. So these teams back and forth, still tied up early on in this one. Nice patient combo there by Flo, just letting the ball get in position. And we should see a challenge on this first amp by Blue. They're going to dive in there with the link gun kill, take him out. Amp goes down, however. Karante is going to be on top of it with that flag. Shreds him. Ton of damage coming out with that double damage flag. And now he's got that sniper rifle. He'll be able to take people out with one shot if he can find them. There's 2 quick shots. There's another one. Karate on fire already. And of course, we jinx him right as we say that he starts missing some shots, but still a 4 frag lead. SOW jumping out quickly in this one. For the first time, I think, all day. They've come back in a couple of their matches. They ended up winning deck pretty comfortably, but I don't think they've jumped out to an early lead in any of their matches so far. Oh, yoinks his teammate. Just remember to get consent, folks. Ooh, flax him as well, so Karate needs to keep in mind who are the good guys, who are the bad guys. I think they're playing with half friendly fire damage though, so not as bad as playing with 100%. Karate going on a killing spree, but going down right afterwards. We do have both power-ups spawning in the next few seconds. Amp's going to be first, Belt's going to be after that. Looks like 2 red, 1 blue on the belt. Flo picks it up. He's going to be dropping it. Special picks it up. He'll be circling the corners, trying to get another shot on Quark. Ooh, there's a big shot. 2 in a row after dodging his teammate's rocket. Nice footwork there. It did give up, or excuse me, though, Karante grabbed that shield belt, so splitting the power-ups for blue team, maintaining control of this map and extending that lead. So important to not just grab the powers, but turn them into points. They've been doing a much better job this map of doing that early on. Still not even a third of the way through this one, but SOW in good position to take that extra point from the 2v2 round if they can keep control of this map. L3 needs to come back on this one to force a map 3. Ooh, big combo coming out by Flo. Belt will be spawning soon. Let's check out the posturing over it. Ooh, Flo with the rocket kill, but misses the jump, and Karate turns the corner, knocks him out, and steals it from him. Great play there by Karate, getting there just in time. Quark possibly disconnecting here. I'm not sure if we have an admin available to pause this one, but could have an issue there. It doesn't look like Flo is typing anything. I'm not sure if he, what's going on there, but Flo continuing to play on. There we go, asking for the pause. Oh, it looks like Quark got a critical phone call. Hopefully nothing too serious going on. Ooh, an emergency. So Quark having to go to an emergency. Hopefully nothing too serious going on there. So they're going to call it good games. SOW going to take this map. So certainly hoping the best for him. Hopefully nothing too serious. And we'll have plenty of players left around for L3 to play the rest of these games. Since he has a bot player, it won't actually let them forfeit, but but SOW gotta take the win here. Loke obviously wall hacking here. So as we wait for this next match to get set up, I gotta be honest, I find this kind of fascinating to watch the bots play in first-person mode, so we're just gonna do this for a minute. Bot movement is also really curious to me. Karate getting linked to sniper. The classic combination, really. You lock him down with the link all fire, then you switch straight to sniper. It's really more of a UT2K3 move, honestly. When you could get that instant lightning gun switch shot. Yeah, of course, Sloke being the classic Quake player. Oh, and that explains why he was strafe jumping around, bunny hopping around the health packs. He was trying to strafe jump. Okay. Okay, looks like that hub going down. Oh, I forgot UT99 had a cheat called Lokebot. See, I always heard that it was based on like the internal code for Loke, for the AI, like, because if you turn the AI to godlike, Loke was like a perfect aimer. He basically had 100% accuracy. So I always heard that it was somehow based on that same code, which I don't know what that even means, but to be fair, I was like 12 when I was hearing that. Seeing lots of games up and running. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what our first duel. What is our first duel match going to be in this one? Let's switch over to the bracket and take a look. So Tron and Screams both have instances up right now. I guess they're warming up. I suppose neither of them expected the emergency situation to pop up. So some quick wiki work here by Kazan. Thank you for being our internet proxy there. So it looks like some people are going to need to get in. Screams and Tron are both in warm-up duel games right now, getting ready for their match. Again, they thought they had probably another 10 minutes to go, so hope someone's in voice with them or can message them and let them know that we're going to need them ready to go for this first duel one. While we're waiting on them, I'm going to go ahead and take this opportunity to grab a drink, maybe stretch my legs. You guys can do the same. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes with this first round matchup. All right, it looks like they do have a hub up, so we're gonna jump in there and get ready to go here in just a second. Looks like we're all ready to go here. Remember, these teams will be playing 2 different best-of-3 duels for the last 2 points in this matchup. Players are ready at 3, 2, 1. It's game time, baby. Connex 5. We're here with map 1 of this Screams versus Tron duel matchup. See these two go back and forth in this match, battling for points. Remember, maximum of 5 points in every match in the UTPL season. So every map matters. Oh, the bait there by Screams doesn't work out. Tron able to hit him with that sniper shot. Let's follow him now. See if he can track him down. He blocks him away from the 50 armor, so Tron firmly in control of the map now. Ooh, almost kisses a flak ball there. It's going to be flak to flak over this shield belt. Tron backs into it. Pretty low in health though, so not bad damage output there by Screams. Does manage to come away alive, but Tron there, not only grabbing the shield belt, but able to back straight up into the 100 armor and deny it. Screams really hasn't had much opportunity to get any significant amount of armor stacked up so far in this game, so he's actually done a pretty good job of staying alive, given that armor advantage for Tron. Tron, for his part, seems content to run the map, pick up all the packs, or excuse me, health packs, health vials, and you can see that just sitting right on top of the armors. Scream's trying to catch him with an ambush combo. Ooh, big damage onto him actually, so Tron's got to be careful here. They're pretty much back to even on health. We have 10 seconds until the shield belt. Tron's going to be in position early. Scream's trying to sneak down from up top. He's going to get shot a couple of times. Gonna maybe run away. No, he drops down, drops a rocket. Dangerous move by Scream, so he does get some damage to help negate that armor. He is gonna be on the run, and he manages to earn himself 100 armor too, so actually that was a pretty big rocket right there by Screams, because it pushes Tron away. He has to pick up health, and in doing so, he coughs up that 100 armor and gives Screams a chance to come back and assert some map control of his own. All right, so back and forth. These two go. They're pretty much just jockeying. Oh, and the big combo comes out. Screams is pretty much just jockeying for position there, waiting for his opportunity. Takes it. And now he's got a little bit of map control on his side. Ties it back up. So Tron, able to run this map for a few minutes. Didn't really convert it into any kills. Screams did a great job of evading. Slowly playing it. And that big combo comes out. Now Screams on top of map control, but we are tied up 1-1. Very curious to find out who's going to take the risk here. You see Scream standing in there because he has that health, but he goes right back for it. Tron able to combo him down, making him pay for being predictable, and the rocket right back up top. These two just trading blows back and forth. We are almost halfway through this one and still square 2-2. These two are playing so carefully right now. They're basically just taking turns trying to ambush the other one. Baiting each other into jumping for power-ups, jumping for health packs. Ooh, that rocket missing by Screams. It's a big miss there. It could have helped negate that 100 armor. He's going to have to try to fight over the shield belt now. Oh, missing with the rockets. That's going to be a problem for him. Tron's going to be chasing him down. See him rocket on shock. Rocket wins, though, able to bounce him into the corner. Now he's so low in health, he has to be careful and figure out where Tron spawned at, where he's going to be chasing him down from. Shield belt spawns in 7 seconds. He's there a little bit early. That could be dangerous. It's like Tron coming down, not able to hit that combo though. So shield belt does go to Screams, back up to 100 health, and now he's got an opportunity to try to push this lead to 2 and take the biggest lead of this match so far. One sniper shot comes out, trying to track him down. Ooh, had the mid-air lift jump snipe, couldn't hit it, gives up 100 armor, so a big sequence there by Tron, escaping, doing a little bit of damage, and more importantly, getting that armor under control, and follows it up with a combo on the chase. Again, these two just back and forth, trading big combos, rockets. So interesting move there. Scream's actually opting to go straight for that 100 armor, not even contesting the shield belt because he doesn't want to give up a kill without armor in such a close match. But now Tron's going to be able to chase him down. Does eat a rocket though. And we've seen kills back and forth from either player while chasing, so it's gonna be a little bit tentative on both sides to try to chase down and get that killing blow, because you don't want to dive into a combo or a rocket or a flak ball or something. Tron down to 24 armor now on the run. Ooh, he's got rockets in his face. It's a dangerous spot. Scrim's able to take him out with that rocket, and the lead right back to his side. 3 seconds to the belt, so it'll earn him a shield belt, but the 100 armor is pretty much going to spawn at the same time. Ooh, I don't know if Tron knows that. He's going to be backing up for it, but Scrims has a chance to take a couple shots at him. Oh, he doesn't go for it. So interesting move there. Tron opts to ambush him at the 100 armor with a big combo, baiting him to try to chase him down, but now doesn't really do much damage. Screams has a little bit of an armor advantage. That shot's going to turn him away, so great job by Tron of avoiding giving up 2 kills. And the shock primary work by Tron in the last 30 seconds has been absolutely his savior. Just pushing Screams away, and there's the big combo around the corner, tying it right back up. Up close rocket, Screams getting right in his face, has him back down. And there we go, back and forth. They got rockets versus combos pretty much all game. Right now up close, Screams down to 6 health. Tron needs one more hit to tie it right back up. Oh, he had him timed with that combo, just couldn't quite predict it. 2 more shots coming up, that armor saving Screams, and around the corner, Tron with the falling combo. So in great patience there, just standing in, trusting his instincts. We are tied back up with almost a minute on the clock. Oh, big combo there. That's 66 damage, has him down. Oh, if he would have followed that one up, could have gotten the kill to go ahead. Instead, he eats a sniper shot, eats another sniper shot. Has to be careful himself, and there's the follow-up. Only down to 30, or only has 32 health though, so needs to be on the run. He's gonna grab some health. Tron now with a minute to go. And the lead, Scrim's gonna be, oh, standing in, grabs that 100 armor. 3 or 4 Sportster shots in a row, so that's gonna turn away Tron, and Scrim's now grabbing both armors, so down by 1 with less than a minute to go, but he has every armor in the map and the sniper rifle, so he has a chance here if he can hit a couple shots. It all comes down to this fight. Scrim's running away with that sniper rifle. Tron standing in there, misses the combo that would have put it away, leaving just a little bit of room here. Oh, but Scrim's just not able to connect with those shots. Gonna have to back away for a second. Still has 25 seconds to go to hit just a couple shots that he needs. And there's the shock primaries by Tron. It's been his bread and butter all game and able to finish it off. Following up with another kill, and that's gonna do it, but a really tight back and forth game between these two to open up this first duel round. Yeah, you can see the damage output by Tron actually significantly higher, but much better armor control for Screams. As I said, it was really a lot of the baiting and the ambushing. But Tron was able to utilize, lining up those shock primary shots, trying to bait Screams into following up. Really, Screams did a lot of his damage up close with rockets, but sometimes he had trouble getting up close. So here we go, map 2 kicking off here. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. It's game time, baby. Kind of X5 here with map 2. We are on. We were on Coma. We got Screams versus Tron. And we just saw a very close back and forth match. Really came down to the last couple kills. So on a map like this, I wouldn't be surprised to see these two doing a lot of that jockeying for position, waiting. Oh, and actually a flip of the script there. Scream's last round was using a lot of rockets up close, bouncing Tron around, and Tron was relying on a shock primary to stay alive. Trading blows early on here, though, and the 100 armor does go to Tron, so we'll see if he can hunt him down before this shield belt spawns. Try to catch him off the spawn and take the lead right back from him. You see him trying to hunt him down. This is there's so many nooks and crannies in this map. He can be so evasive. Scrim showing that off. Big flat primaries, pushing him off of that belt. So Tron with the fall away combo, jumping right back on top of him. Hyper aggression there, and Screams makes him pay up close. But when the follow-up kill, Tron being maybe a little bit over aggressive in the last couple seconds here. It's gonna be 2 easy kills for Screams. He's gonna take this lead. Still very early on in this one, though. Ooh, Scream's getting caught with the weapon switching out. Tron making him pay with sniper shot after sniper shot. Tron's really been favoring that sniper this game compared to really the shock primary that came out last map. Nice use of the defensive piston there to allow him to pick up some health. It's going to let him stand in and get the kill, knocking him right off of that armor. And that'll give him a chance to push over to the shield belt as well. More importantly, tying this game up. Ooh, up close link, and Screams again with a flak primary. Let's check the accuracy on that. 26% accuracy, pretty solid for the flak. Ooh, the close range flak again coming into play, but Tron with the shock primary. That's what we saw last map. Keeping him right back in this game. Ooh, the ambush combo, the follow-up primary. Tron, perfect positioning there. Needs to follow it up, though, to get this kill and take the lead. Does earn himself perhaps a free run at one of the armors. Looks like he's going to be happy to just hang out and defend the shield belt room. A little bit of lost time here by Tron, though. Looks like maybe he didn't quite have timing of it. He does get the belt. But a little bit out of position, allows Screams to grab that 100 armor, does get his health back up in the meantime. So these two are probably going to butt heads here in a second. Both of them feeling pretty confident with their health and armor stacks, though. And there's a big sniper shot to even things back out by Screams. These two players both baiting each other into the chases. We saw that happen over and over last map. Some key kills coming from players who had lower health and armor, but baited the other player into chasing him around the corner into a combo or a rocket. So Screams are actually earned himself, ooh, a big combo there, has the armor advantage, can jump in there and fight rocket to rocket. I think that actually benefits Screams based on what we've seen in this matchup. No finishing weapon, so to pull out. Now he's gonna be on the run. As we get close to the halfway point of this map. Either player wanting to be the first one to flinch. Ooh, but Tron with shot after shot doesn't knock him off of the shield belt. He has to be careful there, and there is the killing blow with the sniper shot. So a lead by Screams. Gonna try to chase him down. Tron just waiting for him. You see him peeking around that corner. A little game of ring around the rosy happening with these two. And both players smack each other in the face and then return to their corners. Armor's gonna spawn. And still about 15 seconds to the shield bell. So Screams does have a chance here to assert himself, grab both armors, and really wrest control of this map. Only a 1 frag lead, but that would put him in better position to follow it up. He doesn't hear the belt spawn. Maybe he... Or excuse me, not in position for the belt spawning. Oh, with the follow-up kill. So the hyper-aggression by Screams actually ignores the belt popping up. Backing up to replenish himself, so maybe a smart move there. Now he's right back up to max armor. Tron now going to be in a tough position with just over 4 minutes to go. Oh, up close, rocket. Screams has done good work with that in both maps once he can get into Tron's face, but Tron, whenever he's able to get a sniper rifle or a shock rifle in his hands, done a good job of turning him away. And again, sniper shot after sniper shot by Tron, putting Screams on the run. Ooh, big combo coming out by Screams. Let's go on board with Tron to see what he's seeing. So right now, Screams pretty much controlling the whole map, not giving Tron much to work with here. He may be trying to get in position to steal an armor. Oh, wow, that sniper shot. Tron had it lined up, couldn't hit it. Screams does hit it. He's gonna give up another shield belt there. Take a quick look at that scoreboard. You can see 5 shield belts to 1. Vest also going in the favor of Screams. So basically, Screams just controlling this map, making good use of that map control too, turning it into 3 kills there. Oh, the back and forth movement by Tron. Great evasive maneuvers, not able to get the shot off, but does knock him away. And perhaps earn himself a chance to get back up on health. Nope, Screams with the chase down and going up by 4 now with 3 minutes to go. If we can get the follow-up kill here, that might actually be the nail in the coffin here. There it is. Screams now on a killing spree. Just all over this map, and now Tron on the run. Has a sniper rifle, but unfortunately spawned right in front of him. Nice shots, though, there by Tron. Defensive sniper shots to push him away. Scream's going to be on the run, but really no reason to rush here. Who's guesses wrong. You saw Screams guessing right. Tron went left, able to hit him with a few shock primaries there, but not really adding up to enough to get a kill. And right now the clock is just going to be running out as Tron asserts a little bit more map control. He got that 100 armor back, but 6 kills in 2 minutes is going to be very difficult on this map. Ooh, eats a couple rockets, turns the corner, able to get that kill. It's the same kind of kill Screams got on him earlier. But he needs 5 more kills. It's going to be very difficult. Tracking him down, doesn't even hear him. There he goes, running away, and great use of the teleporter by Screams to get away and break that line of sight. Ooh, rockets coming in. So not a lot happening in the last minute or so. You see pretty much Tron trying to trace down Screams. Screams being evasive. Nice combo there. But with 20 seconds to go and the follow-up rocket, looks like that's going to be the concession, and we are going to go to a map 3 here. So already getting started here in the first matchup of the day, we've had an overtime game in TDM. We're going to see a map 3 in the first duel matchup. Here we go, players are ready. 3, 2, 1, it's game time, baby. Connex 5, we're here with this deciding third map in Screams versus Tron, the first duel matchup between these two teams in UTPL Week 2. Seen these two do a lot of jockeying for position in the 2 maps prior. There's that first 100 armor going actually uncontested to Scream. So Tron perhaps opting to soak up some weapons, get himself some tools to fight with. Screams though has a bit of an advantage now with that armor, a couple health vials in his pocket. Oh, a shock rifle though, gonna take that away. Scream's gonna have to be on the run himself. Tron gonna pick up that 50, but Scream's now in position first for the shield belt, although it won't spawn for a couple more seconds. Tron actually sneaking around behind him. A little late to the party though. If he'd gotten there a couple seconds earlier, he may have been able to sneak him, or sneak some flak into him. But instead, Screams gets a clean grab. Circling around to that 100 armor and trying to cut him off now, just get a couple of free shots. He knows he has the armor advantage. We do see though, Tron's been able to work his way up to 75 armor himself, so not incredibly vulnerable at the moment. Screams has had his best success in this matchup whenever he's been able to close the gap, get up close with rockets or flak. Oh, there's a couple rockets right to his back. Again, following it right up with flak. Oh, and there is the follow-up kill with the flak primary, and that's when Screams has been effective in this matchup, and he knows it. Tron, for his part, got that shock rifle in his hands. That's what he's been seeing success with between the primaries and the ambushing with combos. So, I'm curious to see if either player tries to deny any weapons to the other one. Shield belt up, and actually Screams a little bit late to the party, eats a combo. But Tron gonna be on the run here, down to 40 health. Screams did lose about half his armor though from that one. Ooh, smart move there by Screams. You saw Tron trying to bait him into a combo. It's been effective by both players in this matchup. But with a 1-0 lead, Screams playing very carefully here. Tron, for his part, just trying not to let him extend the lead. He's pretty much ready to fight if he can choose his battles carefully. He's been able to get himself stacked up on a decent amount of armor from time to time. He's back up to full health. I bet you if Tron gets a shield belt here, he's going to make his move to try to tie it back up. Oh, and getting knocked off by Flacto, and I think that's really what's gone in Screams' favor, is that shield belt area is so tight in such close quarters. It's been benefiting him though, and again, that ambushing shot combo though completely negates that armor. Screams still with a bit of a health and armor advantage, but that 100 armor is going to go to Tron. He's going to have a chance to defensively back up, take shots on Screams. Screams down to 8 health, gets himself back up to 33, but he has to be careful. Ooh, rockets coming in, down to 20 health now. Tron may be chasing him down to try to finish him off. That link gun spawns. He may decide to jump. Oh, actually, Scream's going to be aggressive, catching him going up that ramp, knowing he's going straight for that shock rifle, and that's a smart move by Screams. He knows that Tron has a favorite weapon, caught him going straight for it, and the worst thing you can be is predictable. So about 4 minutes into this one, approaching the halfway mark, up 3-0 is Screams, who's been really in control so far. Tron has been able to pick up some armors here and there and hit some key shots, but Screams just been able to close the gap. Get up close with that flak and rockets. That's really been the difference so far. And again, you see the 100 armor area as well as the shield belt area, both very close quarters. Not something where you can just control with shock primary, and I think that's making a big difference. Neither one are nearly as exposed as some other maps. I think that's playing in Screams' favor. Although again, Tron turning him away with those clutch hit scan shots. He's just gonna have to turn one of these shots into a kill eventually. Whether it's a headshot with a sniper rifle or gonna go ahead and chase him around the corner. Let's check out his accuracy while we're looking at it. Yeah, I mean, look at that 50% accuracy with the sniper rifle. He's done really good work, just hasn't been able to turn it into any kills. And another shield belt for Screams. It's kind of been the story of this match. Take a look at it. 4-0 shield belts, 6-2 for big armor. Like, Tron has basically been on the run all game, and Screams turns that corner, finds him with the flak, and all of a sudden it's 4-0. And Tron's going to be running out of time soon if he doesn't make something happen. I feel like he just hasn't gotten comfortable, and you see Screams again knowing exactly which weapon Tron wants. I did enjoy the defensive link primary though to take out Screams' shock balls. Knew a combo is coming, able to kill it and negate it. And Tron now, if he can hit a couple key shots here, Screams is relatively low in health, but chasing him down with a link gun, gonna completely disrupt his aiming, but Screams now only 18 health. Kind of surprised to see him be that aggressive with less than 4 minutes to go and the lead. Oh, and ends up... Well, Tron stole the shield belt, which is good. And then he killed himself with a shock ball, which is not so good. So we're at 4 to -1, and more than anything, that can be kind of a mental barrier to overcome when you end up, you know, with a negative on the scoreboard. It's even worse sometimes than a 1 extra frag deficit. Looks like he's going to go ahead and concede. This map all screams. Tron hit some key shots, but just wasn't able to control the power-ups. Didn't get his shield belt until that last little bit. And Scream's able to close the gap with Flak and Rockets and really assert himself. That's going to be a point to SOW. So let's take a look at the brackets real quick as we get this next match set up. It'll be Dion versus AGV. Someone can correct me in chat. Is that how he pronounces the name? Is it just AGV? Is it AGV or is it AG? You know, let me know. That goes for all the players that we see in this event. And of course, don't forget we have multiple matches happening today. We got SAS versus Gangsters. We're gonna follow this one up. Give you a quick preview of that. So Dion versus AGV, you got Erase, Deck, and Leah. So we're gonna see a little bit of a different set of maps. I don't think we've seen, no, we haven't seen Leah played yet, obviously, because it wasn't played in the first one. But 3 completely different maps in this duel, so it'd be a nice change of pace. So I'm seeing a ton of warm-up games going on, people practicing 2v2 and whatnot. Waiting for the duel match to go up though. Shout out to the bunny track players out there. There's a bunny track duel going on right now, and that just kind of makes me... Oh, it's actually a duel game in a bunny track server. Well, that makes me less happy. Somebody get out there and duel bunny track for me right now. All right, so I see, again, yeah, I see tons of tons of people practicing, but waiting for Dion versus AGV to go up. I'm gonna go ahead and give you some intermission screen real quick while we're at it. Now you guys can enjoy the wonderful interlude music that we have provided for us. looks like we're just about to get started. Players are ready. Here we go with 3, 2, 1. It's game time, baby. Kinex 5. We're here with this last duel of our first matchup here. HEV versus Dion. SOW trying to stack up even more points from this matchup. L3 trying to come back and get some more of their own. Ooh, Rockets coming out. As I was saying, though, it's all up to Dion to try to secure some more points. AGB, though, cutting them off. Ooh, the rocket to the face. So great use of rockets by Dion. Getting up close there, despite the shock shots from AGV. So jumping in there, not afraid. Pays off for him with an early kill, and now trying to get the follow-up spawn kill. He's going to be facing a shock rifle, though. Now AGV was able to get hold of that weapon. That's going to be a dangerous situation. Doesn't want to dive too far into that. Ooh, does give up this shield belt, though, so Dion maybe losing track of his positioning just a little bit there. Gets one shot to help negate it. If he can get that 100 armor, he'll be in a better position. Looks like AGV actually lost track of the 100 armor, so both players grabbing relatively unopposed armors there. And they're right back to square one. Both pretty much the same health and armor. Just trying to line up a shot. Each player wanted to get that opening spike of damage before fully engaging. AGV, though, oh, 3 shock primaries in a row. He's going to be chasing down Dion, who's going to be on the run. 140 health. AGV stacking way up there. Dion, though, still controlling that 100 armor. Ooh, nice double back to avoid those rockets. And the jumping sniper rifle shot, but look at AGV with the aggression, chasing him down with those rockets, desperately trying to get a kill here. Has the timing of the shield belt, knows that Dion lost track of it. Dion, for his part, does seem to have control of that 100 armor, but now AGV is going to have a chance to knock him off it. Ooh, that was a big combo pushing him away. Doesn't get the kill off of it. Keeps him away from that armor, and no real armors are going to be spawning for quite some time now, so he'll be able to chase him down, try to get that point on the board to tie it right back up. Sniper shots just whizzing by both sides. Seeing another tentative, kind of careful opening to this match, just like we saw last 2 players. Nobody wanted to give up their weapon cache. AGV, though, getting super stacked. He's had complete control over the shield belt for the last couple minutes, but at some point he's going to need to make a move and take a risk to turn that into a kill. Still has plenty of time, however. Only a couple of minutes into this one. Ooh, another sniping shot, this time to his back. Dion just missing with some of these. Oh, there's a big combo to the back. This might be Dion's chance to track him down. AGV with the combo of his own, though, so both players going all in on each other. Super low health. Whoever gets the next shot probably going to get a kill. And AGV, smart move backing up, but he misses this rocket, takes a shot of his own. Dion with 30 health, 29 health, tracking him down, hitting him with one more stinger shot, but AGV keeps his head in the game, able to back up, get that 100 armor, and stack right back up on health. And so now Dion running with a little bit of an armor disadvantage. Got to be careful here. A couple of shots from AGV could take him down and tie it back up. But shield belt, though, going to Dion, so AGV this time finding himself a little bit out of position, and now he has to figure out what he can do to find an opening to be aggressive here. He's going to stack up on vials. He heard that armor spawn behind him. Ooh, and that sniper shot by Dion, that's going to turn him away for a bit. AGV's not going to be able to take much of a chance there until he gets a little bit more armor in his pocket. And Dion now looks like he's on the hunt. He's got that shield belt. He knows that AGV doesn't have much armor. Trying to extend that lead to 2. You see AGV just being ever so stealthy there. Dion not able to land a shot. Oh, that's a big sniper shot right there. He's going to be able to grab that shield belt if he stands in there. But Dion hears him, trying to ambush him. Ooh, a little bit late with those combos. But AGV only 67 health, so he has to be careful. He can't be too aggressive. There's one shot. There's another shot taking him all the way back down. He does grab that health, but shield belt is negated, so Dion being very patient. One shot there. Both players just whittling each other down shot by shot, but they're also doing a great job of backing up into armors whenever they're taking damage, so credit to the patience there by the players. And you see that, taking a shot, and AGV immediately getting back up to 96 health, knowing exactly where they are in the map. Great map awareness, but again, we're back under 4 minutes to go, and Dion can play that way. He can play conservatively the rest of this match and be perfectly fine, especially if he keeps hitting shots like that. The AGV eventually is going to have to make a move. He's going to have to take a risk. Ooh, surprised to see that move by Dion, diving right down to that shield belt. Just chasing him down with the link gun. Interesting move, knowing that AGV had just taken the shield belt. He dives at him with link gun. Actually does a significant amount of damage, but gives up the 100 armor and the shield belt in the process. Oh, and a big risk coming forward. Eating a combo. He's got to be careful here. He's going to be on the run. AGV's going to be tracking him down. If he can hit one more shot, he can tie it right back up. Only 4 health for Dion. He's going to be running straight for the health packs. AGV knows that. Going to try to cut him off. Still only 4 health for Dion. You see AGV just running around to every health pack, knowing exactly what Dion wants. And smart move there by Dion. You saw him hiding behind that crate, just waiting for AGV to pass him up. Tense moments there by Dion. Still only 29 health. Oh, he falls down right into the shock ball. So AGV ties it up with less than 3 minutes to go. Now, here's his opening. He needs to be aggressive and try to take the lead back. He has complete control of the map. Dion has only a shock rifle in his possession. Every weapon for AGV, if you look at that, he has all the tools at his disposal. Over 100 health, over 100 armor. But when is he going to choose his spot to try to jump in now and take the lead? See him trying to bait Dion. Oh, the combo from Dion. That's going to put AGV on the run. And now Dion with a chance to take the lead right back. Oh, there's one big combo. They chase each other away with those combos. Nobody jumping down for the follow-up, it looks like. AGV, though, back up to 90 health. Dion's got to be careful here. Doesn't want to be too predictable and dive into those health packs. Ooh, dangerous move. I don't think he meant to take that lift. He's going to eat a rocket for it. AGV in his face, taking the lead now with 1.5 minutes to go. And the spawn kill following it up. AGV storming back now. And another spawn right in front of him. He's going to have a chance to get a kill. And 4-1 just like that. That's probably going to be the game. Yeah, not super happy about how that worked out, but credit AGV. He was so patient playing from behind this game. And Dion missing that lift, I think, is really what cost him there. That lift by the shield belt. Let AGV get in his face with rockets, take him out, converted 2 spawn kills off it, and that's going to be the story of this map. But of course, we are playing best of 3, so first map going to go to AGV for SOW, but still plenty of time for L3 to pull this one out if Dion can win 2 maps in a row. And the killing spree by AGV, more rockets to the face. Just playing this one out at this point. We'll take a quick look at the scoreboard to get an idea of what we're looking at. Yes, 7-2. shield belt control for AGV. Most of that coming, I think, in the second half of the map. In another game, though, you see more damage doesn't necessarily mean more kills. AGV was able to weather that storm towards the middle of the map when Dion was just hitting everything and he had him on the run. AGV was able to survive, only be down by 1, ran the map for a while, waited for that moment, and then coming down that lift, Dion jumped right into his shock shot, took him out, and was able to convert that into map control and then get multiple spawn kills in a row to really put it away. So map 1 to AGV, but we've got at least one more map coming up here next. Oh, he's gonna restart PC. Okay, didn't see that message. I think UT2K4 had a DM pressure remake and it was really bad. I mean, I don't know. I thought that map was kind of awkward in UT99, but it was kind of a classic. But with the wall dodging and everything in 2K4, it actually might work better in UT4 since you have wall running and infinite wall dodge. I feel like you were just bonking into things constantly in the 2K4 version. I agree with Patrick though. Curse was my favorite map in UT99. I'm not going to say it was the best map or the most perfectly balanced or whatever. That was the map I had the most fun on. I think because you could just like really play mind games with it. You could bounce around the map, you can drop stuff on people's heads, you know, just kind of... You could really maneuver. It was very maneuverable, I guess I'd say. Another one, though, that didn't quite translate well into 2K3 and 4. I think the 2K3 one was actually played in duels for a while, but then the performance was so bad because of all of the emitters and the particle effects from that like skull or whatever that was down low that they actually took it out for performance reasons. And they went back to playing Pressure and Ironic. So they only had 2 maps for duel for a little while. I forget what tournament it was. But yeah, I always found that kind of hilarious and sad. Are we... They might be starting a new instance. Okay, it looks like they're starting a new instance for this match, so we'll jump right back into there. Well, I guess this gives us an opportunity to peek into other people's practice matches for no good reason. I didn't know you could start a match with an MT character as the name. Oh, I think I do remember. That was that version of Curse. You could get to belt. Basically, they just continued the tunnel around back over to the shock area, right? Alright, waiting for this match to go back. If anybody else sees this matchup, I don't know if they like went to a different hub or anything. certainly let me know. They didn't do something silly like go to Unreal Carnage, did they? No, okay. Alright, well, I'm going to put this up on the AFK screen just so you guys don't have to watch me click around on the screen for a while. Actually, I guess I can put up the brackets. That way you guys have something to look at. There we go. Brackets, sort of. Matchups. Dion was going to restart his machine, right? And then we were going to get, like, he didn't say he had to go, correct? I think we saw that in chat. He just said he was going to restart and be right back. Dion took the, or excuse me, AVG took the first map 5-1, and then Dion said he had to restart, and so we're waiting for them to get back going again. I don't see an instance up yet for it, so I don't know if anybody has contacted either of them to get a status update. Oh, there we go. All right, I do see a hub up, jumping in there. We're gonna switch it over to in-game view right now. Be ready to go for map 2 here shortly. So I knew Big Rubik. I was actually trying to read the bracket screen to get his name right through my tiny little Streamlabs OBS view, and the text was just so small. All right, looks like we're getting ready to go here right now. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. It's game time, baby. Connex 5. We are here with map 2 of this last matchup between SOW and L3. Saw AGV patiently coming back to take the first map, so trying to put this one away. Earn even more points, stacking up for SOW beyond. Trying to get L3 some more points on the board. Gonna have to take this map to force a map 3 and then take that one as well. So 2 maps in a row needed for him. But we have seen some comebacks already in this season, so anything can happen here. We are on deck. And early rockets by Dion, turning AGV away. He's going straight for the chase down. Look at the rockets in his face. Super aggressive play by Dion early on in this map. Ooh, getting stuck on the staircase there to follow it up with, but nothing really happening there. He's still going to take these boots and be in position for the shield belt. As you pointed out in the 4-on-4 TDM map, though, 2 shock rifles and 2 sniper rifles on this map. Really difficult to control all of the key weapons. So you pretty much have to count on your opponent constantly having one of those. See these two fighting over the pit. Oh, there's the big prediction combo coming up that lift. So dangerous when your opponent's just waiting for you there. Timing the boots, so Dion really on top of those boots. Gives you such great access to the power-ups. It also gives you an escape, and I think most importantly for anyone who's played Elimination, you know, it gives you a chance to change your elevation in a fight. Like you can jump straight up in the air, drop a rocket, drop a flak ball down on someone's face. It's very difficult to track someone doing that, so it can be just as much of an offensive tool as a defensive tool. Ooh, big combo coming down. Couldn't finish it up, but does get some damage. Down to 20 health. Oh, a big flak ball that drops right onto his face. Trying to get the follow-up spawn kill, but Dion's got to be careful there. He's down to pretty low health. He's going to be on the run. Trying to cut him off at the bio rifle. A little bit of damage from the flak ball. Nice turnaround shock rifle. He's got AGV on the run, and more importantly, he was able to stack himself right back up to 120 health. Ooh, he does miss that 100 though. A little bit caught up with where AGV was going. Lost track of the timing, but still in good position. Jump boots are up. He's going to back up and probably make his way around towards that shield belt. AGV now down to 36 health. Be very curious if he decides to challenge that. He did take the jump boots away. So AGV just jumping up top, giving himself access to the health packs. Does give up the shield belt, but Dion taking some sniper shots for it. Oh, mid-air rockets bouncing him right back up in another one. AGV absolutely destroyed by those rockets. Dion making great use of those single rockets, just pinning him to the wall, bouncing him around. Making it look like a Quake map so far this match. Ooh, Dion on the run. He took that 100 armor, but only 17 health. We'll see if AGV tries to track him down. He's got a pretty big health advantage right now, though. A bit of armor. Oh, on Dion's side. Look at that long-range combo. Knew exactly where he was coming from. And AGV now going to be on the run. And AGV so far just hasn't really been able to settle in on this map. Hasn't really looked comfortable. He's been on the run the whole time. But that's how he looked in the first map. And was able to patiently wait it out, prevent Dion from getting too big of a lead, and come back and win it. We'll see if he can do it this map. We're just about halfway through. And we already saw, you know, almost a spawn kill earlier. This map is so small, you can rattle off kills in a hurry if you're extra aggressive, but AGV just waiting for his opportunity, much like we saw in map 1. Running around with less than 100 health though, so interesting situation AGV finds himself in here where he's controlling the 100. Oh, dodging that rocket. That would have been a huge damage boost or damage burst right there they would have had to avoid. So Dion now skulking around the map, trying to find an angle in AGV. Gets a couple of shots off here and there. Oh, a big combo. That could be the chance Dion wanted to follow him up. Oh, he's gonna dive right back up to him. He does. Putting out a combo, but AGV's going down for that 100 armor. And that's gonna allow him to be a little bit more resilient. So Dion, rather than trying to track him down and dive into a combo, gonna stack up on some health vials. And that's kind of the benefit. That's really him using, like, weaponizing his lead there. He had the sort of the privilege, if you will, of being able to decide to back up and stack up to 100. I mean, look at this, he's gonna be up to 180 health now. So AGV got 100 armor out of it, but Dion now super stacked on health. Ooh, nice dodging work around. You see the use of those boots, trying to get kind of get higher up, change the elevation. Has the timing of it perfectly. That's gonna get him out of danger. AGV's gonna be tracking him down though, trying to get a combo on him. Close range flat now. This could be a big all-in moment for AGV. Takes a rocket though, down to 9 health. Now he's gonna be on the run, and if Dion can track him down, he might be able to put this one away. Big combo, perfectly timed. See him waiting for that spawn. Doesn't happen. He knows he can deny him the 100 armor by being right there. So that was a big sequence there. Not only did he get the kill, but he was able to grab the 100 armor, stay in between him and that. So AGV now back to square one with 120 over 25 and just not a lot to work with. That's pretty much been the story this whole map, though. Ooh, nice use of the rockets, and there's the rockets. That's what AGV needed. It's gonna reset Dion health and, more importantly, have a chance to follow him up with a spawn kill. Can't track him down. He doesn't want to dive into a combo of his own, and that's, again, the key of this map, knowing that your opponent's gonna have a shock rifle, have the ability to defend himself. Waiting for his opportunity, but he gives up the shield belt. I don't think AGV really has timing of the shield belt, though, so at this point, he's pretty much just trying to chase him down. Under 3 minutes to go. Doesn't have much option. There's a big combo. He can get another rocket on him. He might be able to finish him off here. So Dion now in a precarious situation. He has jump boots. AGV trying to guess which side he's going to jump up. Dion goes straight ahead, gets out of harm's way, and is just on the run now, knowing that AGV has to chase him down. Quick look at the scoreboard. You see that 6-1 shield belt lead. Dion completely in control of that power-up this entire match. That's made it very difficult for AGV to stack up and find an opening that he's needed to try to be aggressive. Oh, pulling out the rocket launcher. Doesn't have any ammo. I think he wanted to pull out rockets up close there. Doesn't have the... Oh, a flak ball to the face. And right now, really, AGV found himself in a situation where it was up close. He just didn't have any weapons or ammo to fight that close. Fighting against flak and rockets point blank with shock is going to be very difficult. So he actually did pretty well to survive there, but now he's going to be running out of time. Needs to find his shot. Dion just turning him away with all these combos and the anti-combo there. Okay. There's an opportunity for AGV. He's got to track him down. He knows exactly where he's going. Oh, the nice slowdown with the piston alt fire. And you see that after all that, Dion's still at 97, over 150. Oh, the anti-combo by Dion, defending himself again, down to 15 health, and there's not a lot AGV can do here. Health packs are gone. They actually respawn right after he passed them up, so things just not going AGV's way so far this match, and with less than a minute to go, it looks like we're going to be out of time. That'll do it, I think, as Dion catches him having to chase him around. Time kind of just ran out on AGV, and credit Dion, as he was extremely stingy this map. Had pretty much complete control the entire time. And Dion, I'm not sure if he needs to restart again, or if they're just restarting the instance, but we'll keep an eye out for that. Chat can perhaps validate my sanity. That was map 2, right? Didn't they split maps? I'm just curious. I don't know why Dion left there when they could have just voted the next map. Some early DM in North America. Playing video games at the butt crack at 10 a.m. It is 11 a.m. on East Coast, I suppose. Yeah, I believe Leah is the tiebreaker map in this matchup. Just waiting for that hub to go back up. What's up, y'all? Yeah, and of course, don't forget you can always follow me on Twitch/ConX5. You know, I do some things from time to time. I did cast a Big Blitz tournament yesterday. Of course, I'll be doing the whole UTPL series here on the RYE channel. They are sponsoring the whole event, so shout outs to them for making this whole thing happen. Shout outs to my alarm clock for waking me up at 6:30 in the morning to cast these things for you. Iska, so what they're doing is they're playing for points. So every match, you basically have 5 points up for grabs. And so like each 4v4 TDM map is a point. And then the best of 3 2v2 is a point, and then each best of 3 duel is a point. So every individual match ends up getting played because you can earn points all the way up to the last match basically. And I guess they're doing like a round robin system. I actually don't know. I guess it's just the total points at the end because everyone's playing everyone. It's going to be round robin. And I guess they just use total points at the end to rank the teams. I'll let the admins clarify what their plan is for that, but yeah, that does mean that every single match matters. So even if a team loses the 4v4s and the 2v2 and the first duel, they can still get a point by winning that last duel match. So it really makes sense for them to play all the way into the end. Speaking of which, I still don't see a game up for this last third map in this matchup. So again, if anyone has contact with Dion or any of them, let me know. Well, while we're waiting, I guess I'll give you another view of the brackets real quick, just so you can keep your eyes on something. Of course, we have Dion and AGV, but then coming up afterwards, Saints and Sinners versus Gangsters. You can see the lineups there. All right, well, we're waiting to track down these last players. Or, not these last players, but these players for this last tiebreaker map. I'm going to go ahead and send you back to that intermission screen, give you some music to listen to. And I'm going to take this opportunity to grab me a good old-fashioned bathroom break. So I'll be back in just a couple minutes and hopefully get this Leah match going real soon. I do see that match going up, so I'll be in there in just a second, y'all. All right, that is a video game. That is DM Leah. I think we're in the right place. That is a Dion, so just waiting the player to join, and we will be all set to finally wrap this one up. This match has taken a little bit, y'all. Appreciate you sticking with us. Almost 3 hours in already. Hopefully our next matchups will be a little bit more quick. We do have a lot more video games to look at today. I'll be yelling at you guys on the internet all day long. So Dion looks like he was apparently having some sound issues. Looks like he's doing some tweaking of some settings. Okay, looks like we're ready to go. So Dion looks like he got whatever he needed sorted out settings-wise. This will be our map 3. Remember, last game of SOW versus L3. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. It's game time, baby. Connex 5. We are here with map 3 of Dion versus AGV. This will be your tiebreaker map for the last points available in this first match of the week. Quick kill there by AGV. I think that's the first time he's opened up with a lead in this matchup. He's been playing from behind pretty much the entire time. He did manage to come back in map 1. Couldn't quite wrest control back in map 2. Standing in there just with the flak. Not even doing a ton of damage, but really just daring Dion to come at him. Ooh, more flak coming out. AGV really dedicated to the close range flak this game. Not sure if he has a specific strategy there, if he's just feeling comfortable with it, but it's working out for him so far. As a minute in, he's already got a lead. It's a better start than he's had in the first 2 maps. 100 armor's under his control. He does give up the shield belt though, interesting enough. Not unlike the prior maps, these two players now, you see them kind of just carefully bouncing around each other, waiting for that opportunity. Dion's a little bit lower on health. I don't know if AGV quite knows just how low Dion is. We've seen Dion in prior maps, though, be extremely quiet. He doesn't want to dive after health packs and give up any damage, so sometimes opting to wait it out, then double back into health packs. So 5 seconds till the belt, and looks like AGV content to concede it in order to grab this 100 armor. And Dion happy to oblige. What we might see here is somebody delaying one of the armors so they can grab one and then the other. And that'll be interesting to see then what the players do in that situation. Because right now they're basically just each going to their own corner. And AGV now out of shock ammo. Keep an eye on that. If he finds himself in a mid-range situation, he may have to pull out rockets. Oh, there's some lock-on rockets coming out. Oh, the big sniper shot. So Dion with an opportunity to tie this one up if he can track him down. He's down to 64 health. Ooh, guess is wrong. There's one big rocket though, and the follow-up, and Dion ties it up. We're about a third of the way through this one. Back and forth. There's the spawner. Has a chance to try to convert another kill. There's one rocket. Ooh, can't find him, so tons of stinger damage coming out by AGV. Dion gets the second kill, but pays for it in health. Oh, and he misses the jump. AGV steals the shield belt because Dion missed that lift jump and the wall dodge afterwards. Keep an eye on that. If this turns around, that may be a moment you look at. But as it is, Dion still has the lead, still has 100 armor, and doing great work with those rockets. So both players really asserting themselves close range. We saw the early flak primary by AGV. Dion with the rockets coming onto the middle of the map. You heard that combo behind him, Dion. Again, not afraid to just sit still and be sneaky. Still have 14 seconds to the shield belt, so quite a bit of patience on his part, but perhaps some downtime. You see that defensive piston coming out. Oh, it gets stuck. He actually turns it into a kill, so Dion with 2 health, somehow turning that situation into a kill. I don't know if he meant to fake going up that ramp or if he actually missed it, but ended up working out in his favor. Follows it up with a rocket to the face. So a quick turnaround by Dion there, was in a tough spot. All of a sudden gets 1 kill and a huge rocket to follow it up with. Still has 150 armor, so you saw that missed jump to the shield belt earlier. Just some big moments back and forth in this one already. We're just about halfway through it. Still only 3-1, and now Dion's on the run. See if AGV can track him down when he has 9 health and try to finish him off. He knows exactly where he's going. Oh, big combo just misses killing him. Only 19 health though for Dion. And there's not much health left up in this map. It's up to AGV to try to track him down and catch him en route. You do have that shield belt spawning in 10 seconds. Oh, just mistimes that combo. Eats a rocket, and Dion may be able to make him pay for that one. Good defensive rockets by AGV, able to get away, but remember, all that health had been taken recently, so having to go all the way back to sniper rifle. Shield belt and 100 armor are up, so AGV is just going to back up, concede the belt, take the armor. Probably a smart move given his playstyle. But we are halfway through this map, and we know AGV is comfortable playing from behind. We saw him come back in map 1 with that great patience, but this one's going to be a little bit easier map to run away from, to run away on, so he may have to choose to be aggressive a little bit sooner in this match than perhaps some of the prior maps. Oh, big combo coming out. Dion now with a chance to follow it up. There's the Link chase down. And that's going to reset AGV all the way back down. 100 health, no weapons. He's going to have to restack back up on his inventory. Ooh, and the dive. Dion chasing him down, wanting to get that follow-up kill. If he can pull out Link, and he might be able to get it. There it is, and there's the killing spree, and that might be what puts it over the top there. 4 frags in 4 minutes, absolutely possible in Leah, but AGV's not that comfortable with that super aggressive playstyle from what we've seen. Does have himself 100 armor though, so Dion can't just try to hide the whole game. He's gonna catch him up close with rockets. Ooh, AGV guessing wrong there. Trying to track him down, and Dion just kind of do-si-doing, able to avoid all that damage, and AGV now gonna back up, content to try to grab this 100 armor, but he's gonna need to keep an eye on the clock. We're down to 3 minutes to go, so stacking up on armor is great, but he's gonna have to eventually get in his face and take some risks and try to get some damage output, because 4 kills in 3 minutes can be very difficult to do the way these players are playing. Ooh, gets the shield belt stolen right from under him, and that's going to make it really hard for AGV to dictate the flow of that combat. Doesn't work out for him. Dion, again, following him up with the rockets, up 6-1. And with about 2 minutes to go, looks like that's going to do it. Give you a quick look at the scoreboard. You see that advantage for the shield belt to Dion. 100 armor is going mostly to AGV, and that's because they basically sort of had an amicable trade agreement. Would pretty much go around the shield belt area, and whoever lost the fight would pretty much just give up and go grab 100 armor. Kind of surprised not to see someone intentionally delay one of those pickups so they could try to take control of both, but Dion finally going down. So AGV with 2 minutes to go, trying to get 4 kills back. We've seen crazier comebacks, but the way these two are playing, they've been dancing around each other the whole match. It's going to be really hard for AGV to get a beat on anything Dion's doing. He's so quiet. You see him completely across the map, just winding down that clock. Even grabs the shield belt in the process. So Dion with smart plays, and now he's up on top. Now he's on the hunt, trying to put this one away. One more kill should do it. Oh, there's the rocket and the follow-up. Beautiful rocket juggle there. Seen that all map from Dion, really putting in work with the rocket launcher. AGV had some early on success with the flat primary, but didn't really see that later on in the match. With a minute to go though, in a 4-frag lead, it looks like this one is gonna go to Dion. So L3 salvaging some more points out of this one. I think that's gonna be a 3-2 total, if I'm not mistaken. With L3 taking the first and last matchups of this match. And of course, we do have SAS versus Gangsters coming up right after this one. Dion with the pelvic thrust in your general direction, good sir. So that will close that out. Dion coming back, winning 2 maps in a row to secure that point for his team. So L3 and SOW splitting matches here, back and forth. Good start to the day for us. I'm gonna pop out of here, head over to the brackets, give you a view of that. So some very intriguing team deathmatch games coming up in this next matchup. Saints and Sinners versus Gangsters. Seeing Temple and Deck. Actually kind of surprised given the experience of these two teams to see Temple